Maybe it's just me, but I remember a video one time, and it said, gold, gold everywhere, but not a drop to drink. And they speak of turning lead to gold. Turning lead to gold in alchemy, which basically was to represent finding your spirit inside you. You know, in nature, you know, there is no good or bad, right or wrong, right? In nature, there is no words, but your mind's clouded with words. But what you are is like the eye of the hurricane, the still point inside you, and all the moisture and shit on the outside of the hurricane, that's all mankind's distractions, words, thoughts, images. Your body is just a collection of food that you've eaten from the ground, so it's just basically a collection of more dirt, which makes you who you are. Your memory is just a collection of things that have been told to you. The words are not even yours, but they've been programmed into your mind. But the gold of it all is finding the eye of the hurricane, the still point inside you, and realizing that is your spirit. And it's crazy that how now in the age of Aquarius, you know, some people's minds are supposed to be expanding to realize that they are nothing but spirit. You know, there's information coming out like the true meaning of the law of polarity, finding the center. The Kabbalist tree of life, you have the two poles, but then you have the center mast, which is not Joachim or Boaz, it's the center path. The center path which leads you to the center, the still point, your spirit. And when you get to that point, you've turned lead, you've turned the bullshit into gold. Which is really crazy, because with Bud Light, which what is a bud? It is what houses all the seeds, right? It blooms and holds the seeds. So Bud Light comes out with a commercial of this boy, girl, whatever you want to call this, hermaphrodite, which, you know, it's kind of crazy because it goes back to Hermes. Hermes was, you know, both male and female, understanding the both male and female aspects of your mind, right? Jesus Christ was both male and female. That's why he held two fingers up and or three fingers up and two fingers down. The two represents the male, and the three represents female. Okay, you have to bring those two into one, and then that makes five, which is fire or spark or spirit, right? So at the same time, what most people don't know is Budweiser had changed their logo. The eagle in the A or apex, right? The center, the apex is also the same thing as the apex of the pyramid, which was made of gold, right? Well, the apex of the pyramid is pyre. Pyre is fire. Fire amid, the fire within you, the spark, the spirit, right? That's what pyramid means. Now, when you look at a Buddhist or whatever meditating, they're sitting on the ground with their legs crossed and their arms down to their knees. Well, they're in a pyramid shape. If you look at a fire, if you go outside and watch a campfire, from the bottom is wide and then it brings it up into a point, into a pyramid shape, right? Because that's why they say peer, or look inside you, pyramid. Because the fire is inside you, the spirit is inside you. You're supposed to find your spirit. Well, on the cyclic cross of Henday, it was a lot of alchemical terms, and they was talking about turning lead into gold, finding your spirit. Because if you don't fucking find your spirit now, what's going to happen in the end? We got Bud Light with the hermaphrodite, and everybody's up in arms, and I'm sitting here trying to figure out, what are they trying to tell you? They changed their symbol to gold, the apex. They turned it to gold, and then they come out with this fucking commercial of male female. And what is a bud? And what is the light? Right? So that's just in our basic culture, the things that somebody is saying something, right? But in nature, there's a lot you can learn about the spirit. That's how they tell you to find the spirit, through nature. If you go out into nature and you sit there by yourself, after a fucking while, you'll realize that your words are just programs in your head. Birds are not speaking to you in the sense of words. Words were designed by man. That's what's playing out in your head. They don't even belong to you. If you bend your finger, it doesn't take a word to bend your finger. When you bend your finger, you don't say bend finger. But you got all these thoughts running through your head. They're not yours. You're the observer of those thoughts in your head, because you are the calmness, the still point. You're the point in your body that is observing all this, like the eye of a hurricane. It's still. Well, you have a toroidal field, which is basically a Taurus or bull or tornado, right? You have an energy within inside you. That's also why you got a callus on top of your head, because the energy spirals out from the top of your head, which causes that callus. In nature, you can see the same thing taking place. So that's how they learn, through nature, what's going on inside themselves. There is no words in nature. We made the word grass. We made the word rain. Can you get wet from the word rain? The word rain is a lie. When you get hit with rain, it doesn't take a word to know exactly what the fuck is going on. That's also why, they had the quote that the fish trap exists only because of the fish. Once you've caught the fish, you can get rid of the trap. The snare exists only because of the rabbit. Once you've got the rabbit, you can throw away the snare. Words exist only to get the meaning. Once you've gotten the meaning, you can throw away the words. Show me a man of no words. I would like to have a word with him.